Welcome to the Market Moon Lord, where we merge the matrix with your stars. I'm your host, Jason Alexander, Blue Moon and Neptune, here to help you navigate through the illusions of life. I'm with my favorite astrologer, Emily. Emily, how you doing?
I'm good. Happy new moon, everybody. We deserve this. It's been a rough couple of days.
Yes. It's been crazy couple days, but this new moon's coming in, and it should lighten the energy for sure. It's happening in Libra, so that's super beautiful energy. But as you guys know, we do have AMC up. AMC is currently ripping right now. It's been ripping since 35. It's currently at 36.55. So that's what's up. I hope everyone's feeling good. I hope everyone's feeling that new moon energy. So we got a new moon in what sign, Emily? What sign is it in?
It's in Libra. We have a lot in Libra right now. We have a new moon that is also co-present, nearly conjunct, I think, Mars and Mercury retrograde, which has been like the big theme of the last week and a half, at least, is that Mars Mercury action.
Yes, a huge theme. And thank God Mercury will be going forward this month along with Pluto, Saturn, Jupiter. That's crazy. We got four planets going direct this month. So definitely this month is going to be crazy. And we're not going to focus on this at all, but it's not ironic that this full moon is happening on the 20th of October. And 2 days before that, they have to make a vote or decision on the debt ceiling, or we're going to get information on that. So October is going to be shaky, super volatile, and I'm definitely excited for it. Tom, what's good? What's up,
Hi,
Mystic?
Tom.
Oh, Mystic changed her name. Okay. Torrent by Tila. Is that your real name?
Yeah,
Glad
how
you're
do we
here.
say?
Thank you for being here.
I like Mystic. I'm so glad you're here because I did an interview with a really cool chick I know on Twitter, and you got shouted out because she's also a tarot reader, and she was so excited to know that there was a financial tarot reader on the Discord.
Yeah, amazing.
Ah,
And Mystic is definitely one of the best. You guys better check out her channel. All right, so let's take a look at the charts a little bit. By the way, we're gonna do 3 readings. If you're new, we're gonna prioritize the new people first. That's never been got a reading from us before, or it's been a long time since they've gotten a reading. We're gonna do a new moon reading on how this new moon, is gonna affect you on this cycle. Okay. Um, so let me pull up the charts, and we're gonna tell you guys what we see currently. And as you guys know, today is a new moon. AMC could go green today. It's currently at 0.8%. Now, keep in mind, we need time for the moon to grow. Just let it grow a little bit before we make any decisions of whether or not we're going to get the new moon pop, okay? Um, all right, so, Emily, pulling up the chart.
are we doing AMC first?
Oh, no, we're just going to look at this chart on a mundane level and just talk about the new moon.
Yeah, on the moon, absolutely. In the aspects that are being made right now. There is a lot more. Hold on. Let's go to. This is a really punchy moon. That's like
Yeah.
the number one thing I think about it, especially with Pluto going direct. Like, I definitely feel like there's like an empowerment kind of behind this to move forward on a couple of things that we might not have been able to that were in our best interest. But there's also going to be a sense of having to, like, if you've been knocked off course with your decisions or you've been disempowered by something recently, you're going to have to like regain that ground. And I think wherever this new moon is showing you where like that power has to be kind of like the new moon and Pluto direct for me are kind of like inseparable right now. I feel both those energies very strongly, and especially is like how they're kind of mingling with each other.
Yeah, it's crazy. I can't believe the sun is with Mars right now in the sign of Libra. It's like neither one of those planets want to be there, and they're both there. Um, so
It's
what?
also like it's this really big like firepower energy that's coming up right now, and it's in Libra. Like you said, like nobody wants to be there. So even when you want to go alone and you want to go fast, like that's not an option that's being presented. You have to work it out. You have to be diplomatic. You have to like give up some ground, and that I think is part of what causes like the frustration of Mars and Libra for sure.
Yeah, it's almost like a major test. Like the sun, first of all, is debilitated in Libra, meaning it does worse there is like in a place it doesn't want to be. Although you guys know debilitated positions in your chart can be very powerful. And then Mars is at opposite of his home at his fall in the sign of Libra. And what does the sun do? The sun is all about our identity. The sun is all about what we want to take action on. This is our programming. It's our ego. Mars is our drive, our passion. They both do really good in opposite sign of Libra of Aries, because in Aries it gets to focus on itself and what itself and what it wants and what it wants to do, what it's passionate about. And it's almost like we're getting tested to not be that way, even though when the sun is conjunct Mars, you want to be that way, right? So if you guys,
yeah, it's
it's
go
crazy
ahead.
because Mars, Mars is about the identity. The sun is about the identity, the one, and it's in the sign of the relationships. Okay, so we are really being tested by the universe, especially on this new moon that's going to last 14 days into the full moon. Um, and we really want to be focused on compromising, being meeting people in the middle, being diplomatic, being fair, and those are the type of things your relationship is saying to you. You want to listen to your partner at this time, because after Libra season we're getting Scorpio season, and that's when the transformations are going to come. Okay. Now we just
And
got
we're
a new
going into
moon.
Venus and Sagittarius too. So everybody's going to be feeling like a
Mm,
little bit faster to bounce if you're not being fair. If everything isn't equal and balanced, you're going to like lose some control over your partner coming up in like the end of the week. Everybody's going to be ready to just say no more.
yeah, yeah. So it's not a time to be stubborn. It's actually the worst time to be stubborn. Okay, it will have dramatic effects this month, being stubborn with all these plans going forward later. So definitely don't be that one that's sticking to your guns when you definitely shouldn't be. Meeting partner in the middle. Now, Venus, you just mentioned, is 29 degrees Scorpio. That's an intense position for Scorpio. I mean, holy crap. Venus doesn't want to be in Scorpio. It is at its fall. Opposite sign of Scorpio is Taurus. That's where Venus wants to be. Okay. So we have the planet of war in the love sign, and then we have the planet of love in the Scorpio, which is Mars' sign. This is really funny. They're almost switched in positions. Um, but Venus and
Literally
Scorpio,
like what's happening right now.
yeah. Venus is Scorpio. Scorpio rules transformations, okay? And we know the 29th degree of a sign is the most powerful, along with the first degree of a sign. And so, yeah, if you guys aren't careful, relationships will be transforming, okay? And unfortunately, I'm sure there are people out here that are ending certain relationships, and you're
It
going to have
might
to
be
be okay with it.
necessary. Yeah,
Exactly.
it's definitely, if it is happening, like we say that kind of flippantly, I think, but like there's so much agency here. Like that doesn't have to happen if you don't want it to. And if it is something that's absolutely on the way out the door, there's very little chance that that wasn't in everybody's best interest, that like disintegrates. So everybody can go into partnerships that are better suited for them and healthier, whatever the case is. But it's like exactly like you said, it's the actions that you take now, it's the fights that you surrender now that are going to like lead the way for when we need the trust, right? Like that really primal trust between each other in Scorpio season.
Hmm. And I would say, I mean, honestly, if someone's coming into an ending of a relationship today on a new moon in Libra and with Venus 29 degrees in Scorpio, I'm almost gonna have to say that maybe the relationship was supposed to end. I'm just throwing that out there. What do you think about that, Emily?
I think it's definitely, yeah, it's best to like embrace the astrology and whatever's being put at you, especially if it's in key moments like this when there's like Pluto going direct, there's a new moon, there's like all of these, we're getting ready to come into Kazemi. Like that's like significant. That's a message. That's something that's being taken from you for a really good reason, even though, and I would almost say, tell me what you think about this. You might start seeing the reason for any like relationship or money that you lost during this new moon after everything starts going direct on the 18th, and then coming into the full moon in Aries, which looks a lot like a full moon of disclosure. That looks like a
Mm.
lot of stuff is going to be coming to the light. So
Oh
you'll
my
see the
gosh.
reasons and the answers from it soon, but right now everything is still in a very murky place.
Yeah, yeah. Especially with the Mercury retrograde. And someone could argue, since it's Mercury retrograde, it wouldn't be a time to change a
No,
relationship or make a big decision. What happened?
somebody's already in the doghouse in the comments. Like, I feel you. Jason barely kept me out of the same one. Like, I was like, I've been a little bit of a handful in my relationships as well. And it's taken a lot of like one on one counseling to keep me from like just setting everything on fire.
Yeah.
So there's solutions. It can be fixed for sure.
I know I've been washing more dishes for my girl and doing more chores over Libra season. I wanted to fight it. I'm like, no, I'm working. What? Why are you stopping what I'm doing? You know, I'm working, trying to make money, and I'm like, no, let me get up, do the damn dishes. Okay, this is the type of energy you want to have during Libra season. I have the curse of knowing the stars at all times, so even when I want to turn up, I can't turn up because I know I shouldn't.
Yeah, because I also think if it's something that's like lopsided, partners like are a bit quicker to let you know too. Like one on the other side of like always having to do the laundry or the dishes has that Mars energy to be a little bit more buck about it. You know, like if it really has to be brought to the forefront, there's definitely that assertion there to make sure that it's known. So it's definitely, I'm glad that you're reacting in a positive way. We're growing. This is
Yes,
growth.
yes. Thank you. I see Jacob in the chart or in the chat. What's up, Jacob? Diamond Code Jones. What's up, KGG? It's been a minute. She says, or he says, geez, it hits my chart hard. The new moon, I'm sure. Tom says, so why is the last few days I felt like I've been on edge about my relationship and they equal give and take? Yeah, exactly. It's all about things being balanced when it comes to this Libra new moon, when it comes to the sun being in Libra, when it comes to Mars being in Libra. It's all about balance. Okay. So at this time, since the sun is the all seeing light and is putting light on Libra stuff right now, we're all seeing what's imbalanced in our life. We're all seeing it. And especially when it comes to relationships. And Venus being a Scorpio will definitely put you on edge while things are
You
imbalanced
start
right now.
getting those spidey senses too. That's like Venus and Scorpio will put you on edge, but sometimes it's like cluing you into real stuff. You know what I mean? Like it's coming in suspicious packaging, but it's something that you should have been listening to. And then also the other thing that I really like, Mercury retrograde is also in the same sign, pulling our attention back to things that we might have been overlooking before, right? Like pulling our attention back to like the consequences of actions that we may not have taken seriously, right? But our partners felt a different way about, or that like our partners didn't properly acknowledge or something that stuck with you that entire time. So a lot of this stuff is coming up for review because it's like dead weight, you know, like a sustainable, strength tested, healthy relationship is something where like neither party feels like they're being run into the ground. And it can get so quickly imbalanced just with like different workloads and everything else like this. But it's